Should you start a dog walking side hustle? My name's Nate Jones, and this is Side Hustle Breakdown, where I break down side hustles and I tell you if they're worth starting or not. And I'm also going to tell you how much you can actually make running this side hustle. I also do business idea breakdowns, which actually break down businesses that you want to start, which is usually more of a full-time thing, but I think side hustles have their place in this world because not everybody wants to start an actual business. So go ahead and check my channel out and hit subscribe. Okay, so we're gonna talk through dog walking side hustles. And this is basically you going and babysitting a dog and also potentially going out and actually walking the dog every single day. This is an interesting side hustle because there's a lot of online platforms that allow you to create a profile that connects people who want their dogs walked with people like you who want to walk their dogs. So let's go through this. Let's see if it's actually worth it to do it. When I was first initially thinking about this, I kind of liked it because I am a fitness person. I like being fit. So walking and getting paid to walk sounds like a pretty good deal to me. So let's dive into this. Okay, so how much money, I'm gonna talk through basically 5 things today. How much money you can make, how much time does it require, how easy is it to start, what are some challenges, and is it worth it? Okay, let's go through here. How much money you can make, when I looked it up, it really depends on your location. If you're in a really kind of upscale location, you might be able to get more money. If you're kind of at a lower scale location, you might be able to get less, but it really depends on your zip code and how much people are actually willing to pay to have somebody walk their dog. So it looks like you can get about 20 to 30 bucks for about a 30-minute walk, which is pretty good. You're getting $1 a minute, that's pretty good. If you're babysitting a dog, you could probably get anywhere from $50 to $100 a day. So that means, hey, you're gonna take the dog into your house, or maybe you're gonna go to the other person's house, potentially live in their house while they're not there, and get paid $50 to $100 a day. That being said, if you're just doing the dog walking, you could probably make upwards of $2,000 a month because that's about 100 to 120 a day. So if you do 5 days a week while people are working, if you're doing 3 or 4 dogs, you're making $100 a day, 100 times 5 days a week. That's $500 times 4 weeks is $2,000 a month. So that's a pretty good side hustle. $2,000 a month extra that pays for if you want to put extra money on paying off your house, if you want to put extra money on paying off some debt, if you just want some extra money to live on, another $2,000 a month is not bad. So you're making an extra $24,000 a year, which is pretty good. Okay, how much time does this require? I think the nice thing I like about this side hustle is that you could either do it part-time or you could do it full-time. And essentially, if your workload gets too busy, you just decline the people that ask for your services. So once you know how much you want to do, you can start declining people, or you can cycle some of the dogs that you don't like walking out with some new ones that potentially could be better. I don't know. But the nice thing about it is if you live in a residential area, which most people do, there's probably people around pretty close to you where you don't have to drive that far to take people on a walk. So the time requirement of it, I mean, you're probably gonna have to walk a dog for at least 30 minutes. So you're thinking you're kind of dictated by how many dogs you can walk. And most people's schedule is between 8 to 5 while they're working. Some people probably work nights. They may want you to walk their dog at night, but you might be condensed because most people work 8 to 5 in between an 8 to 5 hourly window. So you're only limited to so many dogs that you can walk during that time. But that being said, as long as you're knowing that, hey, in between probably 10 to 3 p.m., you're gonna be pretty busy walking dogs. But if you're a stay-at-home parent and you don't have that much going throughout the day, or you have a job that you work nights or an afternoon where you have some time opening, you could, on these websites that I'm gonna talk about in a second, you can put the schedule that you're looking for and they'll pair you up with somebody who's looking for somebody to walk a dog in that schedule. So the time aspect of it, I like it because you can kind of say no at some point. How easy is this business to start? Very easy. You don't necessarily need to create an LLC. I would highly suggest that you do, just because from the liability standpoint, it's always recommended for you to create an LLC to limit your liability for potential issues that may arise. Look further into that on Google and you'll find a lot of good stuff. Very easy to do. You can set up an account on WAG is a company, Rover is a company. There's tons of others. I'm not getting paid by any of them to mention their names. I just know of them because they seem like the biggest ones out there. Now they may not be good or not, but they essentially pair you up and act as an intermediary to pair you up with somebody who's willing to pay for somebody to walk their dog. I think the biggest, how easy it is to start, as long as you're putting profiles out there and posting about it on Facebook and word of mouth, you'll probably get people that want their dogs walked. Some challenges that you might have into the next category here, you might have dogs that are not the best to walk. So you might have some rambunctious dogs, you might have some kind of special needs dogs that you might have to work through. But again, if you love pets, this is definitely a side hustle for you. That being said, if you don't like pets and you don't like dealing with animals, this is probably not a side hustle for you. But yeah, one of the challenges may be getting a consistent schedule. But once you have your schedule, from what I've heard, it is really nice because you can continue to count on that kind of side hustle money coming in as long as you can continue to show up. So the big question here is this side hustle worth it? I really like this side hustle, and I'll tell you why. It requires no equipment. All the other businesses that I've kind of reviewed, there's a little bit of a capital expenditure or there's equipment you have to buy. With this, all you need is yourself and a pair of walking shoes. I really like that. Number two, exercise is good for everybody. It's good for everybody to get out and walk, and if you're getting paid to walk, what a great combination there. Flexible schedule, you can flex your schedule depending on your availability, and a lot of people probably wouldn't be upset if you took a week off to go on vacation. They would say, okay, well, I'll find somebody else, or my dog just won't walk that week. I like it because it's really easy to start. Anybody can do this, and it does not require a business sense. It just requires you to consistently show up and provide that dog with some exercise, and you get exercise and you get paid. So, the nice thing is, another thing that makes it worth it is that you can scale it to your comfortability. I think some people, they may just want to make an extra $1,000 a month, or maybe an extra $500 would be enough for them. But depending on what you want to make, you can kind of scale it to that point. You're like, I don't need to make $2,000, I only need to make $500, so you don't have to work as much. But yeah, I really like this side hustle. If I were to give it a rating between 1 and 10, I would give this a 9, because I think, unless you have some physical handicaps or something like that, this is a business that anybody can do, and as long as you love pets, I would have given it a 10. But not everybody likes pets, not everybody likes exercise. So check out my channel. I've been reviewing businesses, talking about business, entrepreneurship, and life. Would be happy to comment below if you want to have any other side hustles that you're thinking about starting that I want to review. I'm going to be transparent. There's been some businesses that I've completely buried and been very not against, or been a very against. There's some businesses that I'm very for. This is definitely one that if you're looking for a side hustle, start this today. Super easy, start making some money. So my name's Nate Jones. Comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks.